So today we're going to react to 5 different movie scenes about stock market. And today we're joined by my good friend Borgy Banaag, who is a stock trader. And let's welcome him. Hi Borgy.
Hi Derald, what up?
Hello, yun. So introduce yourself.
So I'm Borgy Banaag, and I've been trading the stock market for well over a year. So I started trading stocks nung start ng pandemic around May sa PSE, and then just started this April entering sa global markets.
Sobrang busy ni Borgy and we're thankful that you gave time for this. So right now we've prepared 5 different movie scenes and we're going to talk about them in different scenes. So let's cut it short and let's jump straight to the first scene.
Ready to make my fortune. My first day as a future master of the universe.
I have X on it, 86 and a quarter 6 months ago. Today it is trading at 36 and a half. Mr.
They called it Black Monday. No shit. By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points. The biggest plummet since the crash of '29.
I know your family, you know mine. No, I don't know. Some fucking country in Europe took a shit. Let them do what they want to fucking do. Our market's solid.
Holdings, this is not something that you want to see.
You know what happened? A fucking tsunami.
I think you're making a big mistake.
Mr. Tyson,
Yes, I will talk to your
trust
wife.
me, do not answer the phone. A lot of people are going to be calling you, trying to get your dirty
A lot of
laundry.
activity. You don't know what's going on here.
I know. I know. Holy fucking shit.
Unbelievable. My first shitty day as a broker. Within a month, LF Rothschild, an institution since 1899, closed its doors.
Okay, so that's our first scene. We saw yung first day ni Jordan Belfort sa job, and that was from Wolf of Wall Street. So, Borgy, can you tell us, ano ba ang isang market crash? Or ano ba yung nangyari dun sa scene na yun? So, for someone na walang alam sa stock market.
Okay. Actually, ito yung one of my favorite scenes sa Wolf of Wall Street because pag binreak down natin siya frame by frame, makikita mo sa first part, Jordan Belfort entering the New York Stock Exchange. Tapos nandun yung notion na kasali na ako with the big boys, so yayaman na ako. Tapos on his first day, nag-crash agad si market. So, during the 1987 Black Monday, market crash, nagkaroon ng certain event that led to several collapse ng US economy. So, since nag-collapse siya, like sunod-sunod siya, nagbentahan. So, there are several different reasons for a market crash. Pwede magkaroon ng market bubble, daming masyadong bumibili. And then, pwedeng bigla na lang nagkaroon ng catastrophic news about something about the market, which will lead to a lot of sellers. So, the more na mga nag-sell or nag-pull out ng funds, yung mga investors, the more na bumababa yung prices ng stock, which eventually can lead into a crash.
Parang nakita rin natin sa scene na to, that even though established yung firm niya or yung brokerage, established siya for for 100 years daw ba or something, na there's still risk involved. Is that correct? Na even though napakalaki mo na napakatagal mo ng company, the fact that by nature of investing, talagang mayroong risk involved?
Yes, actually, with any investment naman, whether sa stock market siya or real estate or even sa relationships, any form of investment, lagi may risk. So,
yes.
Nothing is certain, but parang risk management talaga is the key to survival with investing.
Yeah, great. So, tara, let's move on to the next scene. Okay, so our next scene is again from Wolf of Wall Street. And this time, ito yung ni-recruit na yata or na-meet na ni Jordan Belfort, yung boss niya.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
Right. I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean, the clients you have are absolutely...
Fuck the clients. Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table. You got a girlfriend?
I'm married. I have a wife. Her name's Teresa. She cuts hair.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Think about Teresa. Name of the game, move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Right. But if you can make the clients money at the same time, it's advantageous to everyone. Correct?
No. Number one rule of Wall Street. Nobody, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No, Fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Stay with me. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
So if you got a client who bought stock at 8 and it now sits at 16 and he's all fucking happy, he wants to cash in, liquidate, take his fucking money and run home, you don't let him do that.
Okay.
Because that would make it real.
Right.
No, what do? You get another brilliant idea, a special idea, another situation, another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some. And he will every single time because they're fucking addicted. And then you just keep doing this again and again and again. Meanwhile, he thinks he's getting shit rich, which he is on paper. But you and me, the brokers, we're taking home cold hard cash via commission, motherfucker.
Right.
Yan, so that's the scene. Medyo maraming nangyari dun sa scene na yun. I think interesting and I'd like to ask you. So first of all, how true is it that yung parang dinidepict nila is ang mga investment brokers or stock brokers ay walang paki sa clients?
That's not really true. Parang siguro might be some na mga black sheep dyan. Pero in general, syempre, as a broker or an agent, syempre you'd want to give advice, yung best advice to your clients. So, in terms of yung money nag-circulate, like may truth in it, pero syempre yung kung paano siya dinipict dito sa Wolf of Wall Street. Syempre movie siya. So syempre kailangan i-over-exaggerate. Pero in general, syempre pag kumita si client, kikita rin naman si broker. Pag down yes, din yung assessment or analysis ni broker, edi down din si client. Edi no one's happy.
Yeah, so parang give and take, no? As long as nagper-perform si broker, si client din kumikita. At the same time, si broker kumikita rin. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. So yung next question ko naman, meron din sinabi that as much as possible, ayaw ng isang broker na ma-withdraw yung money because it becomes real. So does it really mean na once nag-invest ka ba sa stock market, yung investment mo, it doesn't become real? It's only on paper?
So, yung on paper, he meant by realized tsaka unrealized gains. So, pag sinabi mong unrealized na gain, for example, nag-invest ka kay stock A ng 100,000 pesos. Nag-up siya 10%, so meron kang 10,000 pesos na unrealized gain. So, magiging realized gain lang siya the moment na binenta mo yung stock. So, pag binenta mo na siya, makukuha mo na yung, maglilitaw na sa portfolio mo na meron ka ng 10,000 na gain from that trade.
Yeah.
Yung sinasabi ni Matthew McConaughey, hindi ko nakalimutan ko yung pangalan niya sa Wolf of Wall Street, is as much as possible, hindi nila pinapa-withdraw yung clients nila ng money from the brokerage. Kasi the moment na you withdraw money from the brokerage, edi minus yun sa books sila na yung in terms of yung liquidation nila, yung liquidity nung brokerage pala, less na siya kasi kaya nag-pull out ka na 50,000 dun sa gains mo. Edi 50,000 less na yung ano nila. Multiplied mo pa yun by several other clients nila. So,
yes,
they want, so it's not like bad in any sense, but it means na mas malaki since kaya naka-gain si client, mas malaki na yung funds na pwedeng i-reinvest to the market. And mas malaki din yung commission ni broker kada transaction, kada buy or sell.
Okay. So at least that was clear, no? Na even though may ganitong scene, you could actually make your money real naman at the end of the day. It's your choice.
Definitely.
Yeah, sige. Okay, so moving on. Next scene.
Suddenly, I knew exactly what I needed to do. It wasn't writing. It wasn't books. It was much bigger than that. But it would take money to get there. In a down market, no one was making much. But no one had NZT. Armed with Vern's last $800, I made $2,000 in a day. Next day, $7,500. It was too slow. I'd need more capital. But banks weren't lending to guys like me.
Hey, that's him in a corner back there. So, Liv told you that I'm looking for a short-term loan?
Yeah, and I told Liv, forget it.
Why?
Because I don't see you before and I don't fucking like you already. Why do I give you $100,000?
Because I quintupled my money 4 days in a row.
So you got a fix in the game?
No, not a fix. I was able to calculate certain patterns using algorithms. If you look at column 4, this was the first. You're good. Okay, it's a fix.
Yeah, you know, you people get caught. What are you gonna do then?
Well, it's not as if I have a black book with your name in it. That's what you're talking about. And besides, I get the strong feeling that you're not somebody I want to disappoint.
Don't get up.
Hey.
So don't get up, sit down.
Okay.
Okay, you take this, you're mine.
Okay.
You understand? You don't pay, you know what we do? I cut you at waist. Peel your skin up over your head and tie a knot in it. You don't die from this. You suffocate.
Okay.
Good luck.
My new friend, Kevin Doyle, showed me how you could leverage 2.5 times your cash at a day trading firm. I've been upping the dose for over a week. It seemed to cut my learning curve.
Why are you buying that? The CEO was just indicted.
But not for the big fat defense contract he bribed his way into. That's still on. Should be announced next week. I was jacked in, booted up. At the end of the week, my brokerage account contained over $2 million. Word quickly got out.
Again, similar to Wolf of Wall Street, medyo maraming nangyari, no? So, obviously, this is a fictional movie. And what lessons can we learn as investors or new to this or interested in learning about stocks with regards to this scene?
With itong scene, Limitless from Eddie, it's 100% true naman na the bigger capital, the bigger your gains is or potential gain is. So, yeah, he said he started out with $800 and then nakakuha siya ng $2,000 in a day. If in-increase niya yung capital niya to $100,000, so imagine mo yung imagine mo na lang yung capacity ng increase ng positions niya kahit 5 or 10% lang in a week or in a day or in a month. Like, that's around $5,000 to $10,000. So, malaki na yun. So, the biggest lesson here is, syempre, you don't risk money you don't have. Kasi, yun nga, aside from borrowing money from a loan shark sa case na to, nag-leverage pa siya. Sinabi dun, when he went to the day trading firm na, he leveraged his positions pa. Meaning, nangutang pa siya. So, leveraging means you are borrowing a certain amount from the brokerage firm para lumaki pa lalo yung account mo.
Pero, is that a bright idea? Let's say, ako, let's say meron akong mayaman na relative and I want to try out stock market investing. Is it a bright idea na umutang ako, let's say, sa lola ko or sa parents ko, uy, pahingin ng mga 100,000 pesos, invest ko sa stocks. Is it that easy na palaguin yung pera?
Syempre, there's no easy way talaga to make money. If may easy way to make money, then everyone would have done it. Tas, alam mo yun, everyone would have been rich by now if may ganun na way, diba? Kasi, so, yung ganung type of risk na borrowing money that you don't have is such a big risk talaga. Which is not common naman, and it isn't bad if you know what you're doing. If you 100% know talaga na what you are going to do with the money is something na you know can pay back for the money that you borrowed, and syempre you get a profit from it. Kasi there are several success stories ng mga ibang business owners from the US or from the Philippines na nangutang na malaki from their relatives, from the banks, just to start their business. But, syempre, they had their business models, they did their research. Actually, yun yung pinaka-important thing pala, is yung research. So, you don't invest on anything without doing the right amount of due diligence or research about the product that you will invest in.
Maganda yung sabi about due diligence, kailangan talaga aralin muna natin what we're getting ourselves into to manage yung risk and yung money that we have. Kasi, in a way, pinaghirapan pa rin natin. Well, kung inutang natin, hindi natin pinaghirapan. Pero someone else, pinaghirapan niya yung money na yun. Okay, so, moving on. Our next scene is from The Big Short.
If you need the files for 2005.
Mr. Field's suit is very specific to files from the past year.
Good, then get out. Say hi to Lawrence for him.
Will do.
You can't call me back for a week?
I'm so sorry, Mike. Goldman had a systems failure. I lost a ton of messages.
Yeah, B of A said they had a power outage. Morgan Stanley said the server crashed.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I would call it improbable. So, where do you have our position marked?
I think it's the same, Mike.
What? Can you explain that to me, please? Because how can the value of an insurance contract not be affected by the demise of the very thing it insures?
They're independent markets. They're not always correlated. I know it sounds odd, but these are very complicated products.
They are correlated.
They're going to lose their houses. They're going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose their... Will you listen to me? This is like the end of capitalism. This is like the Dark Ages all over again.
Okay, so, ako napansin ko, parang may recurring theme din no? When we started this off, yung first scene natin was about a market crash. Now, it's about another crash again. So, ano ba yung nangyaring bubble na to? Was this back in 2008?
So, tama ka naman. May pattern talaga na nangyayari. 1987, may Black Monday. Then 2008, may malaking financial crisis sa US. And then, actually, ngayon, 2020, bumagsak lahat ng markets dahil sa COVID-19 pandemic. So, itong malaking down in the market isn't uncommon, but it does happen talaga. And for sure, in the future, there's a high probability na it will happen again.
So, I have a question regarding this scene is, ano ba dapat mindset natin if we're going to approach investing? Kasi, the way I see it, guaranteed naman, or hindi man guaranteed, let's say, mataas yung chances na magkakaroon ng crash lagi during our lifetime. So, how do we approach it sa parang, paano pa, kasi ako isip ko, ba't pa ako mag-invest kung magka-crash din pala eventually? So, ano ba yung tamang mindset?
So, in investing, in general, when you want to invest in the stock market, for example, you should always use yung money na gagamitin mo to invest should be the money na okay lang sa'yo mawala.
Moving on, last scene is from Money Monster.
Some money. Turn the camera off. Some fucking money. You lost a lot of money. You went on TV, you said it was safe. 4 weeks ago, you stood right there. This is what you did. Let's get into this. Oh, Ibis, safer than a savings account.
I didn't say that.
Home run after home run after... Oh, Walt Canby.
I didn't do that.
Don't fucking lie, Lee. That's what you said.
I recommend it, but I never said it was safer than a savings account.
You want to bet? Come on, let's bet. You said it was safer than my savings
I would never
account.
say it.
Come on, let's bet. March the 6th, it was stock pick of the millennium, March the 6th.
I make a stock pick every single day. That's a fucking joke.
You got the tapes back there, right? Fuck off.
Find it.
March the 6th show.
1609.
You 5 shows a week. Find them.
Come on,
You watch
go.
my show.
You know
Shuttle,
my
shuttle,
motto.
shuttle.
Diversify, diversify,
Yeah,
diversify.
Freeze. There it is. Okay, we got it. Roll it, Jim.
Rolling. There it is. That's it. Let's settle this right now.
The name is Lee Gates. The show is Money Monster. The day is Friday, March 6th. Let's get right to it.
It's the stock tip of the
That's what
millennium.
old lucky One Arm has for us today. Ibis Clear Capital. Now, I know I talked this one up before, but what can I tell you? I'm in love. This is Ibis's stock since it went public 11 months ago. Look at those curves, so voluptuous, so full-figured. I'm genuinely attracted to it. Not sexually so much, although after half a dozen vodka tonics, I could talk myself into pretty much anything. No, I am in love with this intellectually. Because Ibis is run by a man named Walt Canby. Walt was one of the first guys to tap into the true market potential of high-frequency trading. Look at this. Home run after home run after home run. And now he has finally gone public. Folks, there isn't a better bet out there. Not bonds, not IRAs, not your savings account. None of them are as safe as Walt Canby.
Got it, Jim.
So from this scene, makita natin, basically, ang gist ng Money Monster is merong distraught na investor na inubos niya yung life savings niya because of the advice of George Clooney's character. And the company went bust, nag-zero siya, so pumunta siya doon sa studio kasi nire-record yung show ni George Clooney, and he held him hostage. Again, this is another fictional story, but what lessons can we learn from this?
So, Money Monster came out 3-4 years ago, diba? And the funny thing is, it's still relevant until today. So, it comes in many different ways, different forms, but so nangyari sa movie na to, or sa scene na to, was George Clooney is basically a big financial influencer in the market. So, remember, it's a show, and then he has to exaggerate a few points para bumenta yung show nila. And nagbitaw siya ng pinaka malupit na salita, which is, it's a safe bet to invest in this company. And it's not common na people would post about mga upside potentials ng gantong stocks or gantong positions or gantong companies. And then some people would even post their gains. So 50%, 100%, etc., etc. But almost never ka makakita ng someone who would post their losses. Hindi siya bragging rights eh. So, yung pinaka-lesson dito is, syempre, you do your own research. Aside from proper money management and investing money that you only have, that you have to spare. And then, alam mo, wag kang makikinig sa mga chatroom alerts, mga Facebook groups, mga Discord or Telegram groups na nagsasabi ng different analysis nila with itong certain stocks. Kasi the moment na yung probability of an upside potential becomes a downside potential, edi may ipit ka na. And once naipit na yung money mo, yun na, bye-bye, wala na. Fairy dust na.
True. So, maganda yung na-bring up mo. Ngayon, I have another question din is, who should we listen to? Kasi di ba ang dami parang pansin ko lately, ang dami ng gurus din sa Facebook that, yung kung ano mga pinapost about the stock market, about now is the right time to invest, etc. And they are, medyo maraming mga conflicting advice and parang conflicting companies. And minsan yung iba, dubious ka pa kung legitimate ba. So, meron ka bang mabibigay na pointers that who should we listen to? Or, kung hindi man who, how should we take this news in? Parang, should we treat this as the Bible na parang, basta sinabi nito, okay, go yan, ganun.
With the stock market in particular, who you should listen to? Akin, absolutely no one. Kahit na si Warren Buffett yan, kahit na isang established na trader siya or investor, kahit ako or kahit sino, kahit financial advisor, na if sinabi nila buy this stock kasi ganyan, you shouldn't believe them 100%. So at the end of the day kasi, if you put your hard-earned money into something na nag-rely ka lang just because someone said na, oh, okay, upside potential nito, ganyan. And then nawala, it's not on that person who gave that advice. It's on you. Kasi you didn't do your research pa rin. Like when I was starting out, ito rin yung naging mga mistakes ko na though a lot of traders were telling me na not to follow chatroom alerts, always do your research pa rin. Di ako nakinig. Nakita ko, oo nga, upside potential, ganyan. Yeah. So, I ended up with a loss pa rin. Not a big loss, but it was still a loss. So yung best lesson talaga is do your own research pa rin. Even if they say na sobrang lupit ng upside potential ng gatong stock, you still check pa rin.
Yeah. So, yung magandang insight yun, that yun na yung listen to no one. That's a big thing for me to hear na parang, parang na-realize ko that this is my money. If I'm going to invest it, dapat I have full responsibility rin kung ano mangyayari dito. That's why, kung meron magsabi na dito maganda ipasok, I should also research kung totoo ba.
Siyempre kailangan mag-research ka pa rin, no matter what. So, kunyari, even though mag-invest ka sa mutual funds, usually mutual funds would bring out monthly reports about their funds. Kung equity siya, or bond fund, ganyan. Napakita na rin performance nila and saan nila ina-allocate yung shares nila. So that's one way to do a research on a bigger scale kasi fund siya eh. Pero pag individual, syempre you'd have to look at the PE ratios and the other stuff na it gets complicated na from there.
So those are the 5 movie scenes about stock market that Borgy and I reacted to. So which one is your favorite, and do you have any other questions that for me or for Borgy? Just leave them in the comment down below. Do you want a part 2? If you want a part 2, recommend any videos that we should watch. Again, just place them in the comments. And once again, thank you, Borgy, for your time. And hopefully, let's do a part 2, more about stock market and investing.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, Derald.
So again, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think. And share this to anyone you think would benefit from this video. Bye.